think most people would like to see a government provide resources to people in genuine need, just as we, in the story of the Good Samaritan, like the Good Samaritan, not the people who walked on by. But in the story of the Good Samaritan, the person comes, drops the injured person off at the house, provides enough money for the person to get well, and then the implication is the person gets well and goes back out. What's happened for too many people is that there's this open-ended entitlement that means this person can be brought to a safe house, but then kept there indefinitely. And that's where we cross from legitimate government into harmful government.
Well, but not only that, though, what I'm knowing also about that story of the Good Samaritan, he went in his pocket, though, to provide for the time that the injured would need to stay in that particular hotel. So I'm not sure that this redistribution model works as effectively in this example, because once you take the responsibility off even the giver, I think that then the whole system breaks down. Am I missing something, Dr. Allen?
No, you're not at all. And I must tell Jimmy that you can't really give people credit for good intentions when they have a responsibility to know better.
Oh, this is a professor talking to you. He didn't give them an A.
And they have a responsibility to know better.
Yes.
And so if they say something such as poor children are just as smart as white children,
Right.
no matter what their intentions are, you know that they ought to know better. They ought to know what they're saying. They ought to know that using a disability model to describe black people is to deny their humanity.
That's exactly right.
And,
Well, that's
and
Joe
these
Biden just said that.
I know, that's why I'm quoting it.
Yes.
And so to deny the humanity of people in the name of generosity is not a good intention.
No,
and that's what has happened, not just 50 years, but for the last 75 years when this change began.
And the other thing we should do is we should challenge these students. We should challenge students in these schools to have advanced placement programs in these schools. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it.